Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make another piece of pixel art. This time, I'll be showing you how to make the Mojang logo, and I just want to say this before we get things started. I don't want you guys to be intimidated by either the length of the video or how large the pixel art is. It's extremely simple to make, but as I said, it's really big, so if you want to make it, here's what you're going to need. We barely need anything whatsoever. You will need red wool, light grey, and white. One thing about the colours, you can swap out the red and the light grey, if you like, for orange and dark grey or any combination between the colours. It's up to you. I think that red and light grey is the closest colour match possible. You guys may disagree. So once you've got your colours and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'm going to be making it right here. You're going to want to start out with a row of 64 light grey. That's right, 64, 6-4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Halfway there. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Whew! So once you have got your row of 64 light grey wool, and you guys may still be working on that, so pause this if necessary, of course. Once you have got your row of 64, however, you're going to want to come over to the right-hand side, the 64th block, and you want to go up on top of it by 1 with your light grey. So 1, then go to the right by 2, 1, 2. Then go up by 1. Then go to the right by 1. Then go up by 2, 1, 2. Then finally go to the right by 1. And I'm just going to show you what that should look like. I know we haven't done much, but the next row is another long row, so make sure you've got that right. You guys don't want to have to be deleting massive rows of anything, so once you've done that, pause that if necessary, of course, you're going to want to go up on top of the last block that you placed, this block right here, up on top of it by 66 with your light grey. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. Halfway there. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These rows, honestly guys, honestly. So once you have done your row of 66 light grey, and I'm not going to zoom all the way out because I'll just have to come back. Once you have done your row of 66 light grey, starting from the top block right here, and of course, pause if you're still working on that, if I can get my words out. Pause this if you're still working on that. Once you have done your row of 66 light grey wool going directly up, you want to, from the top block, go left of that top block by 1 with your red. Then go up by 1. Then place a light grey on top of your 2 red. Then place a red next to the light grey going left. Then go up by 1. Then go left by 1. Then go up 1. Then go left by 2. 1, 2. Then go up by 1. Which will give you something that should look exactly like that. Pause that if necessary, of course. Once you've done that, we're going to build this up from the other side because that is the highest point of our logo, and I don't want to have to count out 50 odd blocks across the top as well as the bottom. So coming back down to where we started, our row of 64 light grey. This time you're going to want to come over to the left hand side, and on top of the most left block you're going to want to do one red going up on top of the most left light grey. So 1, then go to the left by 1, then go 2 to the left with your light grey, 1, 2, then go 1 on top with your red, then go 1 going left. Does that sentence even make sense? Go 1 going left, do 1 going left, and then go up by 1, then left 1, then up by 2, 1, 2, then finally go left by 1, which will give you something that should look exactly like that. Pause that if necessary, of course. The reason that I'm showing you this now is because, again, we're going to be doing a very large row on top of the last block that we placed. So, on top of the last block that you placed, just as we did on the other side, you're going to want to go up on top of it by 66 with your red wool there. 6, 6, 66. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. There we go. So once you have done your row of 66 red wool going directly up, you should end up overall with something that should look exactly like this. I know that it's quite dark, but the reason that I'm zooming out here is just to check if the two rows kind of line up, and it's kind of difficult to tell, to be honest with you, since I'm a little far apart and I'm probably not centered, but it would be pretty close. We'll have to see once I do the corner section, so I'll be back once it's light again. Alright, so now that we have the daylight again, we can continue. So starting from the top of our row of 66 red wool, from the top wool you want to go to the right by 1 with your red, then up by 2, 1, 2, then right by 1, then up by 1, then right by 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up by 1, which should give you something that should look like that. Pause that if necessary, of course. The reason that I'm showing you that is because once you've done that, it's time for us to connect the left and right hand side together. So from this block right here, you're just going to want to do a very long row of red wool that runs all the way over to the right hand side. And if we've done things correctly, they should line up with each other perfectly and make us a nice large square shape, which, thank God, has happened. So once you've done that row of, I don't even know how long that row of red is that we've just done. Once you've done that, you should end up with something that should look exactly like that. So pause that if necessary, of course. Once you've reached this point right here, it's time for us to do some detail. So come down to the very bottom of your logo and come over to the left hand side. And from the second block of our row of 64 light grey wool, you're going to want to go up on top of the second block with your red wool by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You then want to place a light grey wool and then a white wool on top of your row of 8 red wool, like so. Once you've done that, this is what you want to do. From your light grey wool that you just placed, you're going to want to do 3 bottom right diagonals with white wool. So from right here, 1, 2, and 3. From the third bottom right diagonal, you want to go to the right by 1. And then do another bottom right diagonal. Then, from the bottom right diagonal that you've just done, and of course, pause that if necessary, you're going to want to go to the right of this bottom right diagonal by 49. That's 49, 49. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. So in total, that is a row of 50, but you have just went to the right by 49 with your white wall. What you then want to do, once you've done your row of 49 white wall, continuing on from the right hand side, the 49th block, you're going to want to do an upright diagonal. Then go to the right by 1. Then do another upright diagonal. Then go to the right by 1. Then go up by 1. Then do another upright diagonal. Go up by 1. Then do another upright diagonal. Then go up by 2. 1, 2. To give you something which should look like that. Pause that if necessary, of course. Once you've done that, continuing on from where we just finished off, you're going to want to place a light grey wall on top of this row of 3 white wall. You then want to go to the left of your light grey by 1. Then go down by 1. Then go left by 2. 1, 2. Then go down by 1. Then go left by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then go down by 1. Then go left by 17. 1, 7, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then, once you have done your row of 17 light grey wool, and I'm just giving you a view of what we've just done there, and of course pause that if necessary if you're still working on any of that. Once you've done your row of 17 light grey wool, continuing on, going left, you're going to want to do a single white wool. Then do an up left diagonal with your light grey. Then go to the left by 2. 1, 2. Then do a single white wool. Then do another up left diagonal with your light grey. Then go to the left by 2. 1, 2. Then do a single white wool. Then do another up left diagonal with your light grey. Then go to the left by 1 with your white wool. I realise I'm sounding like a broken record now. Then do another up left diagonal with your light grey. Left one with your white wool. And this is the last time we have to do this, thank God. Then do another up left diagonal with your light grey. Then go left one with your white wool to give you something which should look a little bit like that. And once you have finished doing that, and pause that if necessary of course, you're going to want to, continuing on from where we just left off, this white wool here, you're going to want to do 6 up left diagonals with your white wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. On top of the 6th up left diagonal, you're going to want to go up on top by 1. Then do another up left diagonal and go up by 2. 1, 2. Then do another up left diagonal and go up on top of that by 11. 1, 1, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me show you what that all wants to look like once you have done that. Pause that if necessary, of course. That is what you want so far. Once you've done that, it's time for us to continue. There's still quite a lot for us to do. I don't think we're even halfway done at this point. So, continuing on from the top block of our row of 11, you're going to want to do an upright diagonal. Then place 2 on top. 1, 2. Then do another upright diagonal. Place 1 on top. Then do 4 upright diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then from the 4th upright diagonal, go to the right by 1. Then do another upright diagonal. Go to the right by 2. 1, 2. Then do another upright diagonal. Go to the right by 2. 1, 2. Then do another upright diagonal and go to the right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once you've done that, you're going to want to have something that should look a little bit like this. So that is the little section that we've just done. That is what you want to have so far. Pause that necessary, of course. Once you've done that, it's time for us to continue on. So coming all the way back over to the right here, from our row of 6 that we've just made, from the most right block, you're going to want to do a bottom right diagonal. Then go to the right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do a bottom right diagonal. Then go to the right by 2. Then do another bottom right diagonal. Go to the right by 1. Then do another bottom right diagonal. Go to the right by 1. Then you want to do, and I'm sorry guys, this is going to require some counting on my part. You're going to want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottom right diagonals with your white wall. So 1, 0, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then from the 10th bottom right diagonal, you're just going to want to place a light grey wall directly below it. Then do a bottom right diagonal with your white wall from the light grey. Then place a light grey wall underneath that white. Then do a bottom right diagonal from the light grey. Then do 2 light grey underneath that white wall block. 1, 2. Then do a bottom right diagonal with your white. Then go to the right by 1. Then do another bottom right diagonal. Go to the right by 1. Then do another bottom right diagonal. Go to the right by 1. Then do another bottom right diagonal. Then go to the right by 1. I'm going to show you what this will look like once we've got the daylight again. I just wanted to reach this point. I'll be back in a second. So that is the little sequence of blocks that we've just placed. Pause that if necessary, of course. I wish I could get you guys a better view, but I can't really. I can get ever so slightly closer. That's probably as good as I can do. Pause that if necessary, of course. Once you've done that, it's time for us to continue where we left off. So coming back down to here, where we have these 2 white wool. From the literally last block that we just placed, you're going to want to go up on top of it by 6 with your white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then do an up left diagonal. Then go up by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then do another up left diagonal. Then go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do an up left diagonal. Then go up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then do another up left diagonal. Then go up by 1. Then do another up left diagonal. Then go up on top of that single white wall that you just placed, the diagonal by 1 with your light grey. Then go to the left by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then go down by 1. Then left by 1. Then down by 1. And then left by 2. 1, 2. Let me just show you what that little section of blocks wants to look like. We've not done too much, but it seemed that way. So that is the little sequence of blocks that we have just done. Pause that if necessary, of course. Once you've done that, it's time for us to continue on. And I'm sorry, but I just have to count out what we're going to do next. 1, 2. Right, so continuing on from the light grey wall that we just placed, going left, you're just going to want to place a single white wall. Then you're going to want to do 6 up left diagonals with your white from that white wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and finally 6. Then from the 6th up left diagonal, you're just going to want to go up by 1. Then you want to do 2 up left diagonals with your white. 1, 2. Then you're going to want to do an up left diagonal with your light grey. Then go to the left by 1. Then down by 1. Then left by 1. And then down by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then left by 1. Let me just show you what that little section should look like. That is what you want to have. That is the little sequence of blocks that we've just placed. We are coming very close to the end of this little section. Thank God. Pause that for necessary, of course. Once you've done that, it's time for us to continue on. So coming back over to the light grey that we just placed, the block that we just went left with, you're going to want to take out your white wall and continue the line and just place a single white wall. Then you want to do 2 up left diagonals. 1, 2. Then you want to, with your light grey wall, do an up left diagonal. Then place a white going left. Then do another up left diagonal with your light grey. Then place a white going left. Then do another up left diagonal with your light grey. Then place 1 light grey going left, and then 1 white going left. Then do another up left diagonal with your light grey. You then want to go to the left of that single light grey by 19 with your light grey wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You then, once you've done your row of 19 light grey, go down from the 19th block by 1. Then go to the left by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then go down by 1. Then left by 1. Then down by 1. Then left by 1. Down by 1. Left by 1. Down by 2. 1, 2. And then finally left by 1. Which will give you something that should look, I know it's getting a little dark, but you should be able to see this quite easily, which should give you something that should look exactly like that. So all we have to do now to finish off this section of the logo is come back over to where we were just working, over the left hand side here, and from this light grey, the last light grey that we placed, you're just going to want to do a row of light grey coming directly down from that block until the row that you're making reconnects diagonally with where we started, and that is a sign that you've done it right. If the row of light grey that you do, coming directly down from the last block that you placed, connects diagonally to where we started. And let me just show you what that wants to look like overall. Let me give you the whole picture of what we have so far. So that is what you want to have so far. That is the shape of the C that we have just made. So pause that if necessary, of course. Once you've reached this point right here, it is time for us to add in the final section of our logo. So come up to the pointy part at the top of our C, right here on the right hand side. And from the single white wall that we have here, I wish I could describe that better than I can, this section here. This white wall here, you're going to want to go to the right of that white by 3 with your red wall. So 1, 2, 3. You then want to do a single light grey. And then go up on top of that light grey by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go to the right by 1. Then up by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then go to the right by 1. Then go up by 2. 1, 2. Then go right by 1. Then up by 1. Then right by 1. Then underneath that last light grey that you just placed, the one that you just went to the right with, you just want to place a white wall directly underneath it. Then go to the right with your white by 1. Then go down by 2. 1, 2. Then go to the right by 1. Then go down by 3. 1, 2, 3. Then go to the right by 1. Then go down by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go to the left by 1. Then go down by 2. 1, 2. Go to the left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do a single light grey. Then go up on top of that light grey by 2 with your white. 1, 2. And that should give you a shape that should look exactly like that. Kind of a teardrop shape. Pause this if necessary, of course. Once you've done that, once you've reached this point right here, I've got some really good news for you. The difficult part of this pixel art is done. All we have to do now is fill in the teardrop section in with white wool. We have to fill the giant C in with white wool, and then we've just got to fill everywhere else in with red wool. It's going to take a long time, but it is very simple, so that is what I'm going to go away and do. I'm going to fill the C in with white, the teardrop in with white, and everywhere else in with red wool. I will be back once I've finished doing that. It is going to take a long time. So this is what it should look like once your logo's been completely filled in. I've literally just finished doing it. I'm not exactly how long it took me. I think it took between 15 and 20 minutes. I'm not sure, as I had to take a break midway through. I started getting the worst headache possible. My eyes were just glued to the screen, filling in the blocks of colour. It was awful. So all of that being said, that is the end of the tutorial. I have nothing more to show you. I hope that you guys found it easy enough to follow. I know that it's difficult when you've got something as big as this. It makes it really easy to make mistakes. I mean, if you're just off by one block out of like 60, it's kind of hard, but hopefully you guys managed to do it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, maybe you should think about subscribing. I have plenty more stuff like this on my channel. I have tutorials ranging from YouTube statues, skin statues, houses, pixel art, the list goes on. Thanks for watching.